Hello, welcome back to Puzzled Pieces. I am Puffy Puzzled. It's been a while since I've been on this channel, but hey, whatever. Today we're here with another quality video where we're looking at the MIPS Wiki. We're doing another Wiki video because, people kind of like the Backrooms one, so here we go, another creepypasta. Yippee! Now, this one is one that I've been interested in thanks to Diamond Bolt, so shout out to him. Yeah. So this MIPS Wiki is it's dedicated to detailing every anomaly or like creepypastas about Super Mario 64, one of the best games I've ever played. So let's just get into it because I'm not very good at explaining, but anyway, I'll read the description for you. While Super Mario 64 might have released to critical acclaim and is still treated as a cult classic, underneath the joyous layers of Super Mario lies an insidious monster of human creation, an artificial intelligence so advanced that it examines the player and reshapes the game to their deepest desire. Innocent intent, but when the system starts throwing curveballs at the player, that's when the most monstrous creations and anomalies of the AI come out. Very interesting. Now, let's look at probably the most famous, which is the Wario apparition, and this is one that even I've heard of. So, let's look at this. The Wario apparition is an uncommon, anomalous entity in Super Mario 64, and perhaps one of the most popular Super Mario 64 related legends. The entity takes its likeness to Wario, another established character from the Mario series, who was growing in popularity by Super Mario 64's release. I've never been on this wiki, so I'm actually very interested. And yeah, so all I know is that the Wario apparition is based off Nintendo's E3 panel in the 90s. Then they made into like a horror thing, which is cool. And apparently, this is a photo of it. Now, people like on the internet were like pretending to fall for it, but like they did such a convincing job that honestly people couldn't tell if they were faking it. Even though we knew they were. But this is supposedly a promo screenshot where the Wario, where obviously in the photo, the Wario apparition chasing Mario down the hallway. I doubt they could even program that into the game, but the most popular theory about the apparition's manifestation is taken from 4chan and reads that the Wario apparition is formed from the player's subconscious wishes and desires to see him in Super Mario 64. So pretty much what this article is saying is if you really want to see Wario, he'll just chase you down a hallway. People think he was an unused boss. Well, it's still not real, but okay. And this is a possible photo of it, even though this is not Mario 64, as you can see. That does not look like Mario 64 whatsoever. These are some more. So I honestly don't know any of these. So let's look at them, shall we? Entities. Let's look at abominations. That sounds fun. Oh my god, I want to see Blarg next. Blarg is next. Abominations. Abominations are the informal name of an anomalous object variant. They commonly appear as fusions between two different enemies. What? Appearance. Visually, they can be most accurately described as the model of one enemy with the textures of another. Okay. Chuck Eye. Scuttlebomb. Skeeter. Oh wait, there's photos. Okay, let's look at Chuck Eye. If it will load in. If it will load in. Oh, I don't like the Boo Womp. Oh god. Some anomalies happening. Oh, what the hell? They look scary. Okay. These are them. Don't like them whatsoever. What is going on with this website? Yeah, I don't like them at all. They look goofy. That one looks photoshopped, you can easily tell. There has been much debate to whether the abominations are all created by the personalization AI or unused enemies. Let's look at Blarg. You know, it's Blarg. That's just like such a funny name. What the hell? Official artwork of Blarg from Super Mario World. Is that actually real? Blarg is an enemy from the Mario series that made its debut and only major appearance in the game Super Mario World. Blargs are red dinosaur-like creatures that appear in lava-filled caverns that will try and launch out and attack the player. Having only appeared in one game, Blarg fell into irrelevancy and would not appear in a later game. However, they were slated to appear in Super Mario 64, and what remains of them can be found within the game's files. Okay, if this is real, I don't actually know if it is. Possibly, this came from that giant leak where all of Nintendo's old games got data mined. So possibly it's real and they actually did find it. This is apparently an image of the Blarg texture in action. Okay. Okay, that was Blarg. So like everyone's talking about reporting saying however, due to the personalization of copies from Super Mario 64, signs of Blarg can be noticed in some copies. I'm very interested in what this is because so far in every article I've seen this, so I want to know what personalization AI is. The common explanation for the different experiences and occurrences people have with Super Mario 64 is the belief that every copy of Super Mario 64 is personalized. I don't think I've had a different experience than everyone else. I played it on Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I think everyone had the same experience as me. It changes and adapts to the player in different ways to adhere to their desires, playstyle, and skill. This is done through an experimental personalization, artificial intelligence. This game can't even get the camera right, and you're telling me it has personalization, artificial intelligence? This is a Nintendo 64 game, which seems to pull assets from the game and modify them to the player's needs. What? Capabilities. Okay, so I guess this links back to the Wario apparition, because it'd be like, oh, Wario should be in this game. Wario appears, maybe? Because that's your desire? Anomalies. Okay, I've heard of the iceberg. This is the original image of the iceberg. Yeah. This is very, famous. Every copy of Super Mario 64 is personalized. I guess that's the one that we're looking at right now. Okay. Anomalies. Some of the most rogue changes from the AI can be described as anomalous and are cataloged on the famous iceberg image that has been floating around on the internet. So, if you had wacky desires, they'd probably end up on the iceberg. Got it. Existence. The experimental and advanced nature of the algorithm supports this, as it appears to be outside of Nintendo's scope of expertise. This AI was tested and tried in the 1995-07. Okay, what's that? Omen Archive. Okay, the July 29th, 1995 build of Super Mario 64, also known as the blah blah blah, is an anomalous and mysterious build. It dates back to before the Ultra 64. The initial name for the Nintendo 64 was patented, making it perhaps the oldest piece of Nintendo 64 history. All of that is true, except there was never, I doubt there was ever a build of this, because how would they make a build of the 64 game if the Ultra 64 wasn't realized yet? So okay, we'll just go with it. Because of the sensitive nature of the build's contents, research on the 1995/07/29 build of Super Mario 64 is highly discouraged. It is on the famous iceberg discussing Super Mario 64's anomalies. Okay, Uncle anecdote, what the hell? Bowser's Steps. A loose disturbance on Bowser's hips. What? So that's apparently jumping in the hole. That's them testing out jumping in the hole. Sacred Massacre. This final screenshot is by far the most mysterious and unusual. Mario appears to be swimming underwater, but the area or location is unclear. Only a mere black background. What is known is that in the original footage, the TV screen briefly displays an unspecified level painting before cutting back to Mario falling into black, murky water. As he swims to an opening, the TV static begins to interfere with the screen's visibility, and it is also apparent that that sharping, beeping tones are heard as Mario heads into the opening, reminiscent of an emergency alert system warning broadcast. Finally, the video ends with what seems to be an error screen displayed. However, it was only text reading. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Sacred Massacre. It's not certain what the phrase relates to, and it remains a mystery. So I'm guessing that's the black murky water. Okay, nice creepypasta. And then this is the error screen? Maybe? Okay. That's that. This is very weird. Oh, I like it. Glitches. Let's look at parallel universes. How about that? Mario standing inside a... hold on. Okay. Nice photo. Can I go back? A parallel universe is more commonly referred to as a PU, refers to a phenomenon in I cannot pronounce phenomenon in Super Mario 64 that occurs far beyond the typical boundaries of the map. This phenomenon is present on every map in the game, including all of the bonus areas and main courses. I just want to know what it is. What the hell is that? What? This is... okay, what the hell? Dangers. Game crashes, game resets, increased likelihood of encountering white-eyed chomp, various cognitive hazards, console breaking card. What is white-eyed chomp? I want to know what white-eyed chomp is. Sounds like a pretty cool guy. I don't like that. That is... okay, he was already scary enough. You didn't have to make him like that, bruh. The white-eyed chomp, commonly abbreviated to WEC, I'll just call him WEC, is an anomaly that changes the textures of the chain chomp after pupils absent, leaving empty white eyes. The anomaly never usually changes the behavior of the chain chomp itself, although it serves as an indicator to most players that their copy will undergo some level of personalization, which, whether it will be notable or aggressive, many players have encountered and documented their sightings of the white-eyed chomp to varying validity. Right, so this is apparently a video of it. Let's turn this down so I don't get blasted. Okay. Oh, and other anomalies too. We're in for a treat. So, how would you get recording? Yeah, this is just a regular game. Like I said, like this game is the last game I'd expect to have like... oh, there's the way. I don't like that. That is terrifying, frankly. It's like the actual chain chomp in the game. But still, I don't like it. Just looking at him menacingly. Your fear is justified. Yeah, like, this game having all the creepypasta around it is like... what the hell? It's like... okay. Just playing the game. So is that the only anomaly? Or is this not how the game usually goes? It's just like, oh, was there just no loss in this anomaly? That sounded so weird. Oh, that hurt my ears. Yahoo! Okay, very interested. AI dementia? What? Dementia? Okay, let's just read this. What the hell? AI dementia is a phenomenon that is a side effect of the personalization AI in Super Mario 64. If the AI detects data being lost or deleted from the cartridge, then the personalization AI will start to remove assets from the game and begin a series of phenomena known as AI dementia. In rare cases of this, entire levels or enemies can be lost. Data being lost from the cartridge can occur from degradation due to age, tampering with the cartridge by digital means, or physical damage. So, like, it gets rid of all the, like, evidence that it was personalized. That's convenient for this. Anti-piracy screen. That's one of the most popular pages. Interesting. Let's see. The anti-piracy screen is a normally unused screen from Super Mario 64 that was supposed to be shown when an individual plays a pirated copy of the game. In the base game, this screen is disabled from appearing in the game regardless of what type of copy it is. The screen itself has Mario sitting on a Nintendo 64 logo looking at Nintendo 64 game cartridge with distraught expression. The model of Mario is not the one in the game, meaning that the screen was pre-rendered. Let's have a look. Okay, it is a serious crime to copy video games according to copyright law. Please refer to your Nintendo game instruction booklet for further information. That looks like a regular anti-piracy screen. Well, we know what the text is. The first known sighting of the anti-piracy screen came from the YouTube channel Super Mario 64 Beta Archive, where in the video, the YouTuber finds the anti-piracy screen in an old copy of Super Mario 64 that they received from their friend. It is possible that this cartridge was a pirated cartridge, but it seems to be rather unlikely. Now, I've heard of the YouTube channel Super Mario 64 Beta Archive, which indeed is a real thing, although all the evidence is fake and it's actually an ARG. If you want me to cover that, I'll be glad to, because I love me some ARGs. Theories? What theories are there to be? What reports? So I was in my house. I was going to play some Super Mario 64. I booted up the game and the gnome happened at first. When I loaded my save file and went into Bob-omb Battlefield, this anti-piracy screen showed up. It looked like Mario was about to cry on an N64 logo. The bottom of the screen had Japanese text that I, of course, couldn't understand. Bought a new copy of the game after the occurrence, but I haven't played Super Mario 64 since. Okay. A different image. This copy of game name here has been detected as pirated. Okay. Okay, let's look at a few more and then I think we'll end this thing. Let's look at shared nightmares. Sounds fun. Shared nightmares is a phenomenon outside the realm of Super Mario 64 where many users claim to have nightmares of very similar topics. The idea of shared nightmares was heightened when many anonymous users on 4chan recalled shockingly similar nightmares to each other that all related to Super Mario 64 in one way or another. Despite the cheery and happy-go-lucky nature of the Super Mario series, Super Mario 64 is able to instill a level of horror in players that no other Mario game does. Whether it be the emptiness of the castle or the negative emotional aura of the wet, dry world, something about the game makes people experience nightmares very similar in nature. Kellogg's Penguins. Let's look at them. Isn't that a cereal brand? Kellogg's? Yeah. Was that a real thing? No. It would be cool if it was. In 1996, a limited-time box of Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats had a cross-promotion with Super Mario 64. On the box, unusual and unique renders of the penguins from Cool Cool Mountain were used. The design used in these renders appears to be the beta design of the penguins, as seen in some early showings of the game. These penguins disturbed many users on 4chan. Yeah, right. One claiming to have a nightmare where the penguins babble in an unintelligible language. Another user added that he had a similar nightmare and warned other users to wake up if they ever have this nightmare, as they will hold the person captive in their nightmare. What the hell? What? Drowning skeeters. Skeeters. You know those enemies from Super Mario 64? Now they're drowning in nightmares. Fun! While not as prevalent as Kellogg's penguins, a somewhat sizable amount of players have reported having nightmares set in wet, dry world. The dreams consistently portray the water level continuously rising until the entire level is submerged. This leads to the skeeters drowning as they struggle before curling up and lifelessly drifting towards the bottom. These nightmares could be related to the skeeters' empathetic emotional aura, but this has not been confirmed. And with that, sadly, I think I need to end this video before it is 10 years long. I've really enjoyed making this video because I just love making wiki videos. So, thanks for watching. I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Sign